welcome to my bathroom. Or, yeah, technically we're in my bathroom door right here. I'm going to do my makeup collection for you guys. My makeup collection is not that big, and I know everybody else that does these videos and says, oh, my collection's not that big, and then when you watch it, you're like, holy crap, that's a lot of makeup. Seriously, mine is not that big. I've only been really into makeup for like the last 3 years or so. But I'm just going to show you what I've got. I don't think I'm going to show you every single solitary thing, but I'm going to show you what I've got and how I store it too, because our apartment's really small, so finding good storage for what I do have, as little as it is, has been a struggle, but I think I finally got it to a point where I'm like, okay, I think I can work with this. So we're going to start here in the bathroom with the sink. Like I said, our apartment's small. Like, this is the master bathroom here, and it's just the one sink. And one side is Chauncey's stuff, and the other side is my stuff. So this is the stuff that I use pretty much all the time. Obviously, it's not all makeup, but this is a good chunk of it. I got my Armani Acqua di Gioia perfume that Chauncey got me for Valentine's Day last year, and as you can see, it's been a year and I've only used half of it. Don't wear perfume very much, but when I do, I use that one, and I really like this one. So, and then I have my Clinique, the set, the system, the cleansing system, where it's the 3 steps. We've got the liquid facial soap, the clarifying lotion, which I don't know why they call that a lotion, because it's a liquid. Why they call it clarifying liquid, I do not know. And then the moisturizing lotion. So at night when I go to wash my face, this is what I use. And of course I have my Sephora waterproof eye makeup remover, which it separates. So you gotta shake it when you go to use it. But I've had this a few months. Made a decent chunk in it. You don't have to use it a whole lot. And then I have this thing, which I got this at Target, I think. Pretty sure I got this at Target. Just a glass jar where I have like my my loose single eyeshadow singles, mostly the MAC ones. I have a lot of the Venomous Villains collection. Cruella de Vil, that's DeVille. It's Evil Queen from Snow White, that's Vainglorious. Another Snow White one called Her Alter Image, paper. Another Cruella. This one's Sweet Joy, which I think this may actually be a regular matte color that's around all the time. I know this one is. This is Carbon. So this is not a special color. It's just special packaging. But it's Carbon. It's just a. Is it a matte black, or is this shimmery? Shows you how. I think this is a matte black. I've got a NYX single in lime juice. I have one of the color tattoos in taupe, I think. Yeah, Tough as Taupe. It's the Maybelline color tattoo. This is a good base. I wouldn't use it by itself, but this is a good base if you're going to do like a neutral eye for like browns and stuff that make a good base. And then I have a couple of e.l.f. eyeshadow duos. This one is in Berry Mix. Oh. And then another one in Black Licorice. So like a silver and then a sparkly dark. It's not quite black. It's more like a gunmetal. That's very metallic. So those are good. And I just keep these all in here. That way I can get to them really easily, but they're still out of the way because these don't store very well anywhere else. And then I've got lotions I use, my Cetaphil lotion, and then this is the CVS brand tinted moisturizer, like I think Jergens has one that's it's not a tanner, but it's got stuff in it so that if you use it, it makes you look a little tan. But it's like a tinted moisturizer, but not for the face, it's for the body. So I'll usually take this, like a drop of this, like the size of a dime on my hand, and then a couple of pumps of the Cetaphil and mix them together, and then that makes this last a lot longer. And then this is from Target as well. This holds my cotton balls, my hair ties, my bobby pins. I got them all mixed together. I need to fill the cotton balls outside. And then this is all my brushes. Like I said, not a lot. Most of them are e.l.f. brushes. I have all my eyeshadow brushes, eyeliner, smudge brush, lip brushes too. I've got a couple of lip brushes. That one's a Sephora one. And then my like foundation type brushes and powder. That's an e.l.f. brush. The e.l.f. powder brush, the e.l.f. bronzing, the e.l.f. foundation brush, which I used to use this all the time, but the bristles, it's way too flimsy for most of my foundations. And I have a couple of the paintbrush type foundation brushes. I have just a powder brush, which I use this for blush and bronzer. And then my Sephora Kabuki brush, which I use this for foundation instead. Then I have all my eyeliners. I have a couple of the Jumbo NYX pencils, the e.l.f. eyelid primer, NYX liquid eyeliner, which I don't think I've ever actually used that. Mascara, the Lash Blast volumizing mascara. That's the roll-on version of my Armani perfume. I can travel with that instead of traveling with the big bottle. Let's see, what else have I got in there? This actually works pretty good. This is the e.l.f. Zit Zapper. It's really just a tube of alcohol is what it is. You smell it, it smells a lot like alcohol, but it will dry out your skin, so you have to be careful. But it's good if you get a zit, because the alcohol, I guess, pulls out all the gunk by drying it out. So, more eyeliners. That's a couple of NYX lip pencils, which I hardly use either. And then I have my Stila little palette. You guys have seen this before in other videos, where it's got my most commonly used eyeshadows. If I can get it open. It doesn't want to open. You guys have seen it before though. It did have that gold color, which is now empty. I've hit pan. The brown, which is Twig, and then I've got my MAC Sketch in there too, which doesn't quite fit, but the magnet holds it in place. And then I have my Stila, the gold, to replace the one that was in there, but this is in a compact and not in a pan, so I can't stick it in there, and it's broken. It's gotten so broken, it's awful. I don't know why it's broken so much, because it's not like I've traveled with it. It just sits right there. But it's just totally just become loose powder. I know I could press this and fix it with alcohol and stuff, but I don't want to. I just deal with it. At the rate I'm going, I'll hit pan eventually, so it doesn't matter. I have my Boing by Benefit concealer, which I don't use this as concealer anymore. I use this as an eye primer. And then I have a tube of the CoverGirl Nature Luxe foundation in shade 315, which I use. This is a foundation I use quite a bit. So that is what I have in the bathroom. And then let me show you where I store everything else. Okay, and this is where I store everything else makeup wise. I got this at the hardware store. It's just one of those plastic towers that's got wheels on it. I keep my air purifier on top of it. But it's just got 4 drawers, 2 smaller ones and then 2 large ones, and this is where I keep everything else. And the top drawer is all of my foundations. I collected quite a few just because I wanted to experiment with different types. You know, the high end, low end. I've got e.l.f. actual foundation, then the tinted moisturizers. I have way too many tubes of the CoverGirl Nature Luxe in varying shades, all the way from shade 310 to 335. I'm horrible at picking the right color foundation when I go to like CVS. And when I discovered this foundation, I'm like, oh, I really like this foundation, but I wasn't sure if I was picking the right color, so I take advantage of when they have like buy one get one free or buy one get one half off, and I'd buy more than one in different shades. Plus I used to go tanning, so I would get darker. I would be darker while I was doing my tanning thing, and then I stopped tanning, but then in the summer, you know, you still get more sun. So your skin color does change somewhat. So I can still use most of those. I have the Revlon Photo Ready makeup. I have one by CoverGirl. This is the True Blend. This one is Maybelline The Fit. Maybelline Fit Me. I have Clinique. I have the Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer that I bought last summer at Sephora to use on my sister-in-law for her wedding, and I use it myself. Which this is a really good tinted moisturizer. It's good coverage for just being a moisturizer. So that's all my foundations. And then this one is everything else that's face. Like face finishing. So I have all my blushes. Again, more MAC. The Venomous Villains collection. This is Her Own Devices. Which is kind of a... It's peach, but not really peachy. It's like matte. I have Briar Rose, which is the one I use pretty much all the time. It's a nice pink. These are beauty powders, not actual blushes. So they're a bit more sheer than an actual blush. And then I have Darkly My Dear, which this is an actual blush. If I can get it open. Ah! And that's kind of a deeper pinky peach. And this is an actual blush, so it's a not as sheer. Let's see, I have my e.l.f. bronzer in Sunkissed. This has got shimmer in it. I have a few e.l.f. blushes. I have Blushing Rose, which is a nice rose color. I have my e.l.f. HD powder. That's a translucent powder, so it doesn't have any color. I have this bronzer that I bought from the Icing, which is a really metallic, or not metallic, but glittery bronzer too. I have another e.l.f. in Peachy Keen, which is a nice peach color. You can see I've used quite a bit of it. I don't know why it's all dirty. This is spilled or something. What else in there? I have the e.l.f. Mineral Foundation in Warm. This is another e.l.f. blush in, it's upside down, Mellow Mauve, which I think this is supposed to be a dupe for NARS Orgasm, but don't quote me on that. I have the e.l.f. Translucent Mattifying Powder. I have my Urban Decay Baked Bronzer in Toasted. Love this. I have my Benefit High Beam. This is a sample size, but this is a pretty decent sample size. Just a highlighter, liquid highlighter. I have my Benefit Erase Paste. Great concealer. I have a couple more Benefit because I cashed in my points at Sephora a few months ago, so I got a whole bunch of Benefit stuff. I have Pore Professional and then Benetint, which they're alright. I have what's left of my Smashbox photo finishing corrector. This is the green, so it helps with any redness you have on your skin. And then I have the e.l.f. mineral infused face primer, which is just clear, which this is pretty good actually for e.l.f. Quickly. Next drawer is more eye stuff. I have a couple of pairs of e.l.f. eyelashes. I have my two e.l.f. travel palettes, the one in warm, one in cool. These are great. These fit in my makeup bag, so these can go with me when I travel easily enough. And there's enough colors in both that I can do pretty much any look I want. More loose stuff. I'm not even going to try and go through all these. There's so many. That's another e.l.f. mineral powder. This one's in medium beige. That doesn't go there. That goes there. It's going to go there for now. Whole bunch of eyeshadows. I've got a whole bunch of the e.l.f. quads. It's ridiculous how many I have. A CoverGirl eyeshadow in like this bright turquoise. Some more MAC Venomous Villains collection. This is a mineralized eyeshadow, two-tone. She Who Dares. It's like it's black and blue and green. Good if you use this wet. It's very good wet. Whole bunch of the e.l.f. mineralized eyeshadows. I caught them online when they were offering them like buy one get one free or something ridiculous. So bought a whole bunch of those. I have a Maybelline Eye Studio and Tantalizing Teal. It's like a mineralized eyeshadow. What else? I've got some Wet n Wild palettes, eyeshadow palettes, the e.l.f. concealer palette, which it's not that good. It's another Wet n Wild. I have a few of these, the Stila. I love Stila's products. There's the e.l.f. eyebrow kit, which I don't think I've ever used that either. The Stila, these are fun. They're the old travel passports. And I've got a few of them, and they come with like 4 eyeshadows and then a blush. Sometimes it's an actual or convertible color, not a blush. Well, it is a blush, but you can use it for lips too. You're supposed to be able to use it for lips too. But they're fun. These are good to travel with too, because they don't take up a lot of space. Quickly before I run out of light, I have a couple of the Lauren Luke palettes. I have the one in My Smoky Classics, and the other one is in the My Sultry Blues. These are really good. I'm so glad Lauren was able to come out with those. I should try to get the rest of them. And then I have a whole bunch of the e.l.f. Encyclopedias, face encyclopedias, beauty encyclopedias. I got a face one, a lip one for lips, another one specifically for eyes. It's a lot of neutrals. Another eyes one, which I think is a duplicate of that one. No, it's just different shades. Another eye one. It's Sparkle Eyes. That's okay. I have 2 of these. 2 of the Sparkle Eyes. That one is. It's just this eye edition. Basic eye edition. These are really good too. That's a lip one, but they have a whole bunch of eyeshadows in them, and then sometimes, depending on which one it is, it's got a blush. This one's got eyeshadows, blush, bronzer, and an eyeliner in it. So those are good for traveling too, if you have a bit more room in your luggage / makeup bag, whatever you use to travel with. And then last drawer is some miscellany. I have my Lush stuff, my Lemony Flutter, and then this thing which has got Full of Grace, which is a massage like lotion bar in it. And then I have my e.l.f. like 120 count palette, because it doesn't quite fit in that drawer without covering everything else. This thing's been kind of hard to store since I got it. I have the lotion version of my Armani perfume. It smells just like it. It's really good. And then I have all my lip stuff, which I'm not really big into lips, so I don't have a whole lot. I have a lot of e.l.f. lip glosses and some lipsticks. I have a few Revlon, the Naturelux series. They have like these tinted lip. They're not quite, they're slightly more than like a tinted chapstick, but they're not a lipstick either, but they're a bit gritty, so that's a bit weird. I have a NYX lipstick. I have e.l.f. the lip plumping, where it's got the lip plumping gloss on one end. I have a couple of the Color Sensational, they're Maybelline lip products. And then this one is more glosses, mostly e.l.f. again. e.l.f. That's a Wet n Wild. That's a Wet n Wild. That's e.l.f. Pretty much everything in there is e.l.f. Their stuff's so cheap, so it's like you can buy it and try it. If you don't like it, you only spent like $1 on it. So, good way to try out different stuff without spending a whole lot. So, that's what I store pretty much everything else in, except for the stuff that's in the bathroom. And yeah, I kind of like this little setup. It works for the most part. Preferably this would be in the bathroom, so I could just, you know, reach and go into a drawer when I need something, but there's not enough room in the bathroom. So, but this is right outside the bathroom, so I don't have to go too far. But that is everything. Like I said, my collection's not that big, so and I think the sun's going down, so I'm running out of light, so and that is everything, so I might as well stop. So hopefully you guys like this. If you have any questions, you want to see stuff in more detail, let me know and I will try and do that for you. Otherwise, I will see you guys in the next video. Alright, bye.